Commander Gastropub in Notting Hill, the heart of Cameroonland, was the scene 2 nights ago of an extraordinary squabble among party activists, which almost saw the Tory leader lose one of his favourite candidates. She's barrister Joanne Cash, picked 3 years ago to fight this marginal seat.
It is an amazing thing to be in public service. It's something very rewarding, as Tony says, to sit and listen to people and know that you are the person who can actually facilitate help for them and to provide the advice to send them in the right direction to get that help.
What upset Joanne Cash and the National High Command on Monday were attempts to re-elect the Westminster North chairman, Amanda Sayers, for another year. Monday's AGM was chaired by Lord Strathclyde, a member of the Shadow Cabinet, but also a friend of Sayers. There too, amongst other big names, Eric Pickles, the national chairman, and Sir Simon Milton, London Deputy Mayor, plus many other Conservative bigwigs. This local reporter tipped off there'd be a row, sneaked in right under the nose of Eric Pickles.
Well, he was very impassioned in his speech, and basically he was saying that if the local party didn't vote against the motion and toe the party line essentially and get rid of Amanda Sayers and also support Joanne Cash, that there was a possibility that they might lose the seat, and that it was one of the most important seats in terms of winning the election, and that the election certainly wasn't in the bag. So, yeah, everybody needed to unite behind Joanne Cash.
After Eric Pickles thwarted Amanda Sayers' re-election as chairman, the drama in this upstairs room took an astonishing turn. As Joanne Cash left the room, Pickles' Shadow Cabinet colleague Lord Strathclyde got Sayers elected instead as his replacement as local party president. When Joanne Cash came back into this room and was told that Amanda Sayers had now been elected to the position of honorary president, she was absolutely furious and announced to the meeting that she was resigning as their candidate. There then followed a 10-minute break of frantic phone calls between the leadership here and at Westminster, including at one point, it said, David Cameron, who was reported to be livid. Yesterday, though, in the cold light of day, she spoke to members of the Shadow Cabinet, including, it said, Michael Gove and George Osborne, who urged her not to go. And at 8 o'clock last night, she announced on Twitter, I did resign. The association did not accept. CCHQ, that's Conservative headquarters, has resolved the specific issue, so I am not leaving. It's official. DC, that's David Cameron, has changed the party, followed by a series of 8 exclamation marks.
A cross-sample of what's published.
Interviewed 6 years ago by Newsnight on privacy, Joanne Cash is plainly a strong personality and, if elected, could prove a handful for the whips. Local party members, meanwhile, are upset at the way they've been treated.
The local association were basically angry that it had been kept in the dark about the tensions between Joanne Cash and Amanda Sayers, and that they didn't really know why they'd been kind of brought to this emergency meeting, and also that it was happening on the eve of the election. And really they were being told that even if they did vote to extend Amanda Sayers' term, that their vote would be irrelevant because Tory HQ would override it.
To some observers, this dispute is about a lot more than this particular constituency.
In one sense, okay, it's just a small local difficulty for the Cameroons. But in another, it speaks to a wider concern that many MPs and constituency associations have about the Cameroon central control and the way in which a small elite of people are perceived to be allowed to play by a different set of rules from other MPs and activists.
No Conservatives accepted our interview requests on this today, so tonight I visited the Westminster North Party HQ to be greeted by its new chairman.
Joanne Cash is our candidate, and I must refer you back to Central.
And you're confident that she will last as a candidate and won't resign again before the election?
You know I'm going to say no further. Thank you, nothing further. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Malone. The big irony in this, Monday's bust-up came the day David Cameron spoke about taking power from the elite and giving it to local people.